welcome back to the channel. Here we are again, back in the workshop. As I showed in the short, all the walls are now skinned. So now we can get into the exciting part of painting. A couple of cans of paint to get through to start with. This is for bare surface wood, so we're going to do a coat, quick sand back, and then just a light skim over. Just to flatten it off and that, and then we'll go with another coat later on. So fingers crossed this is going to work. It says it's smart multi-surface paint, but we'll see. So, and then we can then get onto the important part after the first coat's dried of cooking in all the joints to mask them a little bit. Not strictly necessary, just desirable, since this is my toy shop. And then after that we will get the second coat on, and then we can start building some furniture to put up on the back wall for the workbench. So we've got two cabinets to start with, so then we can get the exact measurement of the middle set of cabinets and the worktop, and then we'll have the makings of a workbench up there, which will be fantastic. So again, thanks to everybody that's been watching the videos lately, and thanks to all of my subscribers. So a big thank you to you guys. Please do like the video, share, subscribe, much appreciated for all of this. It does keep me motivated to keep producing vids. Once we've got this bit done, back out the front, we've got some work to do on all three vehicles this time. We got Lorena's car through its MOT, passed with flying colours, but there are some niggly little jobs to do on her, such as the engine mount. Nothing important, it only holds the engine in. So we've got one, we're waiting for the others to arrive, so when we get them we'll do a vid on engine mounts. So we've got obviously that, we've got the Doris stuff to do, we've got Dad's car to do, which is still trying to sort out this, why we've got no heat. Any suggestions? Toyota RS 1.4 D4D engine. I think it's the heater control valves now. I don't want it to be them, because that's a dash out job to fix, and it could be any one of four, according to Toyota, that are at fault at nearly £300 a piece. So we'll have a play around, see if we can't figure out which one it is that controls the heat aspect. I think there's two, because it's dual controlled, so you can heat one side not the other. But that's for future me to worry about. Again, thank you to everybody. You can obviously join the channel, which does motivate me further. You can buy me a coffee, which again just helps to support the channel, and allows me to keep doing stuff like this. Once the workshop's up and running, we can get going with some cabinet building for the table saw, amongst other things, to try and house not just the table saw, but a router, the hoover, the air compressor for the nailer. We're going to try and do a cabinet that encompasses all of that, so it doesn't take up too much space. It sits nicely in the corner, which is where it's going to live when it's on its casters, and that just gives me quite a large sort of workspace to sort of move around in if I'm not using the table saw. We're going to build a cover for it as well, lightweight sort of 5mm ply in a frame, just so it sits on, stays on. With in fact, I might not even do a frame. I might just put that non-slip matting underneath it, just so it doesn't go anywhere, just to protect the worktop or the table saw top, and provide me sort of like another workbench, if you like. So that again is for the future. For now, painting. So we're going to start on this wall. because essentially speaking, I want to obviously paint everything, but essentially speaking, I need this wall painted, and then as far down as kind of like the halfway point, certainly, to be able then to move everything that way, like including the huge pile of timber that I've managed to accumulate out of skinning this thing. So we can move everything down for the moment. We'll concentrate on this half first, and then we will get that single coat painted and then move everything that way, and then we'll paint this half. So that's enough from me. This isn't getting me done, so I'm going to put you on time lapse once I've got set up with the paint and everything, and we'll go from there. Right, small interlude. Had to go and get some more supplies because we didn't plan this one properly. So the roller that I had there has been eaten by something, as you can see. I'm not sure what, so that's going in the bin. And I managed to break, as you can see, my brand new tube of flipping decorating cork. So had to go and get a new one of those. So anyway, we're back. So small interlude, sorry about that. Let's get painting. Let me put you on time lapse. Sorry about the lighting. The lighting is awful today. I'm trying to see what I can do. Okay, so we're getting on. We are probably, well, almost 3/4 of the way round at the moment. I think you'll agree it's a lot brighter. It's not a perfect paint job. This is just obviously coat one. The dry time on it is 1 to 2 hours. Given the weather conditions, it's probably about 10ish degrees outside, so it may take a wee bit longer than a couple of hours, but what we'll do is we'll wrap up the rollers. We'll use the rest of the paint to get around doing what we're doing, and then hopefully in a couple of hours, I don't know what time it is, let me look, it is 13:19 at the moment, on Saturday, so hopefully we can get back out about 3, half 3, maybe 4 o'clock, put the second coat on. And hopefully that will, this I expect to suck in to the wall a bit. It is still quite patchy. It is OSB at the end of the day. It's never going to be a perfect paint job, as long as it looks alright. As you can see, the windows, the styles are in. So hopefully, before we put the second coat up though, we will caulk all the joints. There are obviously seams where you've seen me patch the wall together. Yeah, we'll get caulked in, and then hopefully we can get the second coat up fairly quick after that. So we'll just complete going round. I've got a lot of stuff in this corner and I really do mean a lot of stuff. In fact, tell you what, let me show you how much crap I've got there. So all the timber, obviously the table saw, bench, rubbish bin, hoover, oh, so much. So, but I'm going to just, I think, spend 5 minutes just clearing away some of that so that I can at least get into this corner and do that wall. This light's starting to get my nerves with the plug. But there you go. What we have got to go in, I want to say up there. So I'm going to say up in that top corner. Not that you can see. Tell you what, let's do that. Nope, keep that shot out of the way. So up here, I've got a bit of a solar security light. So we've got a little channel that we can feed the wire down and pop that out, and then we'll have solar powered light in here at least for when I initially come in, so that I can obviously see and flick the electrics on, etc. We've got another one identical to go on the outside so that again I can see, because it's like the black hole of Calcutta when you come up here. So let me clear that crap out of the way and then we'll carry on painting. We'll be back shortly. Right, there we go. That's the first coat done in total, in its totality. If that's a word, I think it's a word. So, obviously you can see that I've still got that part of the roof to do. And the hanging electric cord is not ideal, however, serves a purpose. So, that's a table saw, by the way, under that cover. As you can see, it's a hell of a lot brighter in here, even with a crappy light. So now, just gotta let it dry. Couple of hours. Yeah, that's still tacky, so we'll let that dry. I'm sure it said a couple of hours. Application coverage. Yeah, one litre will do 12 square metres. That's a bit buggery. Anyway. Where the hell's the drying time on it? Oh, recoat, 3 to 4 hours. Sorry. So 3 to 4 hours recoat. That's fine. But Mrs. H on the way home, she's been out, so 13:51. So back up here for about 4 o'clock, which is about when I started that wall. So that should be within reason. So 3, 4 o'clock, hopefully we should see the walls tack dry. If not, well, we'll leave it overnight and we'll have to come back to it tomorrow. What I will be able to get done tonight, obviously, is the caulking, all the corners, the seams, go over the screw heads on the walls. No, I won't go over the screw heads because I'm going to cover them with cleats, so I won't need to on that wall. We'll caulk everywhere. And then that'll be ready then for the next coat. Hopefully you can see it start to come together. Next shot will be it done. Well, painted anyway, so it's got a good coverage. We've got 4 tins. We are probably 3/4 of the way through that one on one coat, so 2 tins will do well, almost 3 coats, but we will break into the third tin for definitely 3 coats, and that should be solid then, solid coverage. Floor, we've chose the floor, so we'll get the floor in. We'll put the cabinets in anyway so that we can get the right measurement for the worktop, and it means that I can put stuff away, obviously, temporarily, and then we will we'll get the flooring down. Next, there's another layer of insulation to go down before the floor goes down, just to give even more warmth in this place, or warmth stroke soundproofing stroke comfort. So we're getting there. We are getting there. So don't forget, like, subscribe, thumbs up, join the channel, coffee if you want, it's always appreciated, and we'll leave this to dry, come back, I'll get the second and the third coats on, and then we'll show you the outcome. See you in a bit. Okay, excuse dangling wires, I know that's not particularly safe, but it's going to have to do for the moment. Right, we have done 3 coats on the walls. They are looking nice and solid. I've brought radiator in just to help dry it out. We've also built the start of the cabinets. So let me move you over to here, and then remember how to do this. There we go. Right, so tilt you down. So what we have, excuse me, what is 2 1000mm base units. They're not set to the correct height yet. I've got to move them out of the way so I can do the flooring. They're only in place so that I can sort of see the gap here more than anything, so I know what units I've got to get for here. So for here I've got 90mm of space, which then means that I can put two drawer units in. I don't think I can get 45s, but I will look for them. But if not, I'll get a 40 and a 50. I don't think you'll notice too much of a difference. There are obviously advantages to having different size drawers. So that space there is going to be occupied with drawers. So once those cabinets are built and in place, we're going to end up with a shade over 1 or 2mm in the corner, which I'll just put a filler piece in, which should be just about the width of one of these, which I've got plenty of that next door. So we should just trim that down as a fill piece, and then you won't notice the gap. So good work done this weekend. I must thank my lovely wife, obviously, for putting up with me still. Let me just get my cuppa that she made me very kindly. So I did think about trimming the base units back to gain about what inch of extra floor space. I've decided against doing that because I need the full depth of the worktop for the drill press. The drill press, of course, as you know, is going to live somewhere on the bench, possibly. No, it will. I've decided. Well, it's either that or it'll live in a corner over there. The table saw will live in that corner, which will be on a stand that we are going to have to build, which will house the hoover, obviously the table saw on the top. The table saw is going to have a router attachment to go into it, for the very few times that I use a router table, but I've got the stuff, so let's build it. It'll also house the air compressor and some storage, as well as having probably some sort of outfeed table as well, although we may not do that side of things. What will obviously be up here is the rest of my tool units. We've got one to change and colour in. I say colour in, repaint even. That we picked up off of Facebook Marketplace. So that's going to get coloured black to match the other furniture. But the good news is that side is now done, so we can go shopping for the floor. Obviously I've still got the roof to just finish. And then we can get the roof up. So very, very exciting times. We are actually getting there. Floor space wise, we are still left, ignoring the obvious table saw, we are still left with about 2.5 metres by 3 metres of footprint to walk about and play. So yeah, it's quite good. Lots of storage. If I can't store all the crap that I've acquired over the years, then well, we'll just build another shed to the side. That sounds like a plan as well. So we are possibly going for a generator to power this place, but we're still thinking on that one. It's a big investment. It'd be more than powerful enough to power everything that we've got going in here. The LED lights use nothing. The table saw is 1500 watt. So that's about 6.5 amps. So it'd be more than powerful enough to power anything that we put in here. And since we only ever use one tool at a time, because there is only me, it'll be more than powerful enough. The camera, is now you're plugged in, uses even less. So anyway, thank you very much for sticking with and enjoying what we're up to. Thank you to all the subscribers. Do like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I'm off for something to eat because I was hungry, and spend the evening editing this. Welcome to the workshop. We're underway. Take care. Don't forget to join the channel. Thanks, sir.